Hey everybody, welcome back to Is Your Six Covered. Appreciate you showing up and starting a couple minutes early. That way the notifications can get out and everybody can see them and then jump on here. So hopefully everybody's doing well. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. Hopefully we're going to maybe get humbled. Lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff's going on, and you're going to be excited for me, I think. For those of you that don't know yet, but pretty excited to tell you the news, but I wanted to wait a while to make sure that it was going to be real. So we'll see what happens. So let me start at the top. Mr. John Rollins, how are you? Mr. Dick Hedges, Mr. Treefeller 22LR, the outlaw Josie Wales. So glad to see you back. I appreciate it very much. Richard Arthur, welcome to the show. Big country. Daniel got as my judge. Willard's out there. What's going on, Willard? Had a chance to shoot with Willard this last Saturday. In the rain, in the cold. It was a lot of fun. Luke is out there. Manuel Lopez. George Wilson. Bravada Racing. How are you guys? Jerry Bear Tactical. And the Hedges, man. So hopefully everybody's doing good. It sounds like, or it looks like everybody's starting to get the notifications. So I got a couple minutes still, and then we'll get started. Crazy gearheads out there, what's going on? LZUSA, DW, going ballistic. Howdy, howdy, howdy. So I looked at the looked at my videos. And February 4th was my last live video. And January 11th was my last video that I downloaded. So it has been a while. What's up, Papa's Place? Todd, how are you? Dylan? It has been a while. And it has been for the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I think it's what's up, Wombat. And I think you guys will be excited. So we'll have some fun. Maybe you guys will catch some clues. I don't know. We'll see how it works out. Some of you guys know, so if you already know, don't give away the hints too early. But we'll still see. We shall see. I know. What's up, Jason? Hope you're doing well. Unfortunately, just passed away and. Ouch. That's not good. Not good. Jerry Bear says you're drinking water and no sweet tea. That's actually one of the things. So I've been trying to work on some stuff. So I'll give a shout out to this great lady right here. And we'll get started. But this is my mom. And she passed away at the age of 64. And she was a smoker. And before she passed away, she had the oxygen tank and all that kind of stuff. And she was a great lady. Taught me a lot. She was actually a really good shooter, by the way. And one of my favorite memories was going to the range with her and her kicking my butt with a Ruger Ruger SP-101, I think. SP-101 is a 38. And she shot that thing really well. But so that was my mom. She passed away years ago. It's been a long time. It's been quite a few years. But I am 51. I'll be 52 in August. And this all started, and this is stuff, it's you guys, especially a lot of you guys have known me for years. A lot of you have met in person. And, it hits home. So I had a nosebleed. I started getting these nosebleeds. And I'm like, what in the hell? I never get nosebleeds. And one night, my nose was just gushing. And I'm like, man, what's wrong? So luckily, X-Ray lives down the street. And I'm like, hey, do you have a BP cuff? I want to see what my blood pressure is. And so I took my blood pressure. And it wasn't crazy high, but it was high. I've always been in fairly good shape. And I'm like, man, I don't know why I got these nosebleeds. And then it happened in the morning and it was gushing. And then for 3 days it happened. I'm like, man, I need to go to the doctor and see what the hell's going on. So I went to the doctor, and I never go to the doctor. So this I'm telling you guys all this shit because hopefully it may help somebody. If it helps one person, it's freaking amazing. I'm in great shape for the most part. There's things that I need to work on, but so it went like this. I had the nosebleed. I went to the doctor, and I never go to the doctor. So I'm like, if I'm going to go to the doctor, I'm going to tell them like everything that I want tested. I want, X, Y, and Z, and I want to know how and what, and I want to know all the answers. That it's not that I've ever been scared to go to the doctor. It's just like, nah, I'm healthy. I'm healthy. So I go to the doctor and I tell him what's up, or tell her what's up actually. And they take my blood pressure, and it's not high. It's barely high, if anything. And they're like, well, your blood pressure really doesn't look bad. And I'm like, well, I want to know everything. So can I want to get my blood taken. I'd love to know my sugar counts and all that kind of stuff, my testosterone levels, and like everything. Anything and everything I can get. I even wanted a chest x-ray. So if you guys don't know, and I keep it off the channel a lot, but I used to smoke. And when I use the word used to, I quit a month, basically 4 months, or not 4 months, be 5 weeks, a month and a week ago. And so I've been super excited about that. But went to the doctor, told him what's up. I'm like, I want to quit smoking. I want to know what my sugar levels are. I want to know my testosterone. I want to know all this shit because I'm not getting any younger, right? So the results come back so she says, if you want to quit smoking, I'll prescribe you this stuff. And I said, well, I don't want Chantix because my mom tried Chantix and she got like this crazy, like life-threatening rash, basically. Her body didn't like the stuff. So I'm like, well, I want to stay away from that because it could be hereditary or whatever. You know what I mean? When it comes to being allergic to whatever the hell that stuff is. So they're like, okay, we'll prescribe you this other stuff. So I'm like, okay. And I started taking it, and the cravings, it helps with the cravings a ton. And I will show you the stuff that I take in case you are interested and want to stop smoking. For those of you that do smoke, nothing against it. Free will, America, definitely do it. I enjoy it. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I still, to this day, just a month and 1 week later, after I eat, I'd start to head outside because that would be my normal thing. I did it for 36 years, and I'd go have a cigarette. And now I'm like, well, I don't have to do that anymore. So now what do? So I have been gone, but I have been working on myself. So some of the things that I wanted to work on was, one, quit sweet tea. You guys know, and you even talked about it. I drank a lot of sweet tea every day, like a gallon basically. And I started adding up the calories. And I'm like, well, if I'm going to just be a miserable pain in the ass from stop smoking, I figured I'd be really cranky and stuff and irritable. And I probably am. I don't know. I feel like I'm not, but maybe I am. Which is probably at times I am. But, it's just going through the process of trying to get this shit out of your system. And I'm like, well, if I'm going to do that, I might as well just go stupid and try to quit sweet tea at the same time. And so I go, okay, well, if I'm drinking, basically, Dick Hedges calls it liquid pancakes or liquid waffles or liquid pancakes. I can't remember, but basically it's just syrup. You're drinking syrup all day long. So 1,400 calories a day just in liquid. So not including any of the food. What's up, Skull? Not including any of that stuff. So I'm like, I've been very lucky. I guess I have a fairly good metabolism because all the normal food you'd eat throughout the day plus another 1,400 calories, I probably should be a lot bigger than, or larger than what I am. So I guess I'm fortunate when it comes to that. So my sugar levels came back. Everything was great. Everything was good. I mean, my cholesterol was good. my sugar, all that stuff. Testosterone was low, so I've been taking that, try to get that up to normal levels. So been doing that. Basically, been jabbing myself every Thursday, and seems to be helping, which helped to motivate me. You know, the picture I showed of my mom here, I have in what I turned the bedroom into a little workout, little silly kind of workout thing. So I'm trying to lift weights a little bit, just trying to stay toned. You know, not get big and bodybuilder style big, but just get toned, get back to what I probably used to be in the fire service. A little stronger, a little, maybe a little happier mentally. Mentally, I feel better. Some days, I don't know. It's weird. I'm in a weird thing. You know, for those of you that don't know, which most of you do, I got divorced a couple years ago. So still fighting through like just the whole meaning of life thing and what I want to do and what I want to accomplish and where my path's going to go and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Maybe some of you guys are at that age where, you know, people have like midlife crisis or whatever. I'm kind of having what the hell's the meaning of Rick nowadays? So I'm just trying to figure myself out. But I noticed on my what would you call it? The area where you can see, like, I don't know why my brain's not working, but basically the age groups that watch this channel, the majority of you guys are 25 to 54. 35 to 44 being the most at 24%, 25 to 34 being 23.6. So those are about the same. And then in my age group, the 45 to 54-year-olds, that's almost 20% as well. So there is people from 55 to 64, but for the majority, it's right or basically under my age. So I kind of went, well, you know, if I can give this information to somebody. Now, I smoked for 36 years, which is a really, really long time, and it's difficult. I'm not saying it's not difficult. Some of the things that have helped me is, and I apologize for not reading all your comments, but if I go down there, I'll jump into a rabbit hole, and then I'll forget where I'm at. But I've been using, these aren't even the right ones. Normally, I use the 4% ones, but these are basically a nicotine pouch like you would a chew, but it doesn't have any tobacco in it. So I'm still giving myself nicotine, and but nicotine is not officially bad for you. It raises your heart rate, makes you kind of more focused, and there's some benefits to it, but it's not all the carcinogens of a cigarette and, you know, just all the bad stuff. If I can take 36 years and I was going to calculate all the cigarettes. So maybe somebody can, I smoked a pack a day for 36 years, every day for 36 years. Some days it'd be, you know, more because maybe I was bored or whatever. But for the most part, whatever 36 years is times 20 a day, whatever that number is, it's a shit ton of cigarettes. And my lungs have fought through that. And I don't want to be on an oxygen tank. And the reason why that photo is in little workout areas, because I want to basically, you know, hopefully my mom's watching and going, good job, Rick. Like, good job. Keep it up. So been working on that, and that's been tough and easy all at the same time, if that makes any sense. Probably not, but it is what it is. So that's the reason why you haven't seen me. So I wanted to make sure before I said anything, like, I don't want to be the guy that quit smoking for 2 days and like, yeah, I quit smoking, and then you see me at a match and I'm smoking or whatever. So I feel like I've got it like where I'm like, I don't want it anymore. When I first started, I had a couple cigarettes. If you watched the X-Rings video when the Sprinter van blew up, and we'll get into that, on the way to Florida, I had a hole this big in the damn motor. But yeah, I did have a few cigarettes for that. So, and I'm like, okay. And then I'd have a cigarette and I'd be like, well, that didn't do anything. Like, that didn't make me feel any better or anything. So that helped, you know. So, but there's like those little stressful times when you're like, I really want a cigarette. And you just take one of these ons and fight through it. So, so yeah, I'm trying to be healthier. The reason why I'm trying to be healthier is to live longer, right? to maybe not live longer, but live healthier for the years that I am alive. I could get in a car wreck tomorrow and die. I mean, it's just facts. Any of us could, right? Plane could land on my house right now, live on TV or YouTube, and I'd be done. 263,000-ish. Wow, James, that's a lot of cigarettes. I hate to even know how much money that is, over 36 years, but that's a lot of money. I did start 10 years ago smoking a more healthy cigarette. I know you guys are going, a healthy cigarette, come on. But it was a cigarette that was all natural, it was American Spirits. I felt like it was better for you. I'm sure it wasn't, but I felt like they weren't adding all the crap that some of the manufacturers are adding to their cigarettes to keep them lit and all that other crap that they put in. But so I feel good. Hopefully you guys are happy for me. I feel better, which is good. Rick has spent $65,000 and smoked 262,000 cigarettes roughly. That's a lot. That is a lot. But look how good our bodies, how the miracle of the body works, right? How it can fight through 262,000. Gosh, that's a lot of cigarettes. 262,000 cigarettes, and still have the ability for me to breathe without oxygen is freaking amazing. So that was a big thing. I have 2 kids. Great kids. They're older now. I got a 20-year-old and an 18, and then they're both going to be a year older here in a couple months. So, they're going to be having kids one day, and it would be nice to see their grandkids and be able to play with them and run with them and pick them up and, do all the cool stuff that healthy grandparents can do. Had a lot of so what caused the nosebleed? Honestly, I don't know, Bill. They said my blood pressure was fine. They didn't give me anything for the blood pressure. And I haven't had one since. I don't know if it was maybe God sent me a nosebleed just to wake my ass up and say, get your ass to the doctor. And, I'm glad he did. We will never know. Yeah, so I don't know. I honestly don't know. They never said anything. I go back in pretty soon to get my levels of testosterone figured out. So basically, I've been taking it for like four weeks, and and then they'll figure out the levels and tell me if I need more or less or whatever the case is. But that's been helping. So some of the things when it comes to that is the reason why you haven't seen me, and the fact that I've been lazy. But mostly, I have really been trying to work on me, because at the end of the day, right, we gotta be able to be healthy. Hopefully, we can get to the point where we're happy, and make enjoy life per se. I appreciate it, John. What's up, Brody? Let's see. Yeah, so the van. Let's talk about the van for a little bit. I got a few things I want to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about tax stamps and time frames, and then which we can do right now. It's easy. I submitted a bunch of suppressor stuff, and let me go back here. I think it was. I wrote it all down on a calendar so I could see how long it would take exactly. And then that way I could inform you guys that are thinking about getting suppressors. If you're thinking about getting a suppressor, buy a good one, the one that you enjoy, spend the money, get a quality one, and then forget you bought it, and then wait the time. And then before you know it, you'll get an email saying that your stuff's in. So these ones here. So basically, here's all the suppressor stuff. So a Thunder Beast Dominus, I just put in February of this month. A CZ SBR, Thunder Beast Dominus back in August. So a lot of these are August. Most of these are August, and they're starting to come back. So I just got the one in today. Actually, I got 2 in today. The Switchback. I just haven't picked it up yet, but I got the email on the 4th. So I picked that up along with the CZ and the can for it. It's a SBR. So I picked up 3 tax stamps. So basically you're looking 7 months. 7 months is about the time that it takes for the normal everyday Joe like myself and most of you guys that don't have like a FFL SOT kind of thing. 7 months, at least in the local eastern area of at least North Carolina area. I know there's a few offices where they do that stuff, but I don't know how many there is and how close. But in North Carolina, for me, it took 7 months to get a lot of stuff starting to pop up now, like every couple of days. So we'll see. It was e-file. That was what I was going to get into, Greg. I wanted to try it out. So Scott from Assurance Arms, great dude. Love going into his shop. He does the old-fashioned way with the form, the paper forms, and you had to get 2 thumbprints and all that kind of stuff. And it works, and you can get your stuff. But I really wanted to try out the silencer shop thing where you can basically do your fingerprints once. It's all on file. Your picture's already in there of your passport. It's actually a really cool thing. So Carolina Guns and Gear, which is down the street about 25 minutes away, they have a kiosk. In the kiosk, you basically get all your information, you put it in, and you do the thumbprint on the thing, you roll your fingers and do all that shit. And then you download a passport picture, and it's really user-friendly. But what's really user-friendly is you go, oh, I'm going to buy a Suppressor X. Well, all that information's already in there. It's really cool. And the guys over there at Carolina Guns and Gear, super nice guys. But they're like, hey, Rick, your suppressor's in or whatever. They're on top of it. They're great people. But the kiosk thing, I really wanted to try out. I've done them like that suppressor right there. I did the old-fashioned way with the paper. And the e-file stuff, when it first came out, I was like, oh, it's going to be like a month or 2. It's going to be super fast. And, everybody's like, even including myself, was like, well, shit, I'm going to go jump on there. I'm going to get a bunch of suppressors. I'll forget about them, and then they'll pop up, and I won't have to wait too long. Well, the time frame is 7 months, like I said, but it's so nice to just be able to add another suppressor. All the information's already there. You can pay for the tax stamp right on the thing. It's pretty badass. So let's see. Greg says he just got one back from June. Submission e-file. Okay. Oh, so that was a little longer. What's up, Abigail? Eagle Eye Shooting's out there. Let's see. Happiness equals Labrador puppy, and chicks dig them, which is never a bad thing. That's right, Todd. I like it. What's up, Davey J? 80 Baja's out there. Luca, what's going on? Who am I missing here? Matt Cross. Got to go. Hate to leave. Appreciate it, Matt, for showing up. Have a good one, Willard. Check out the People's Chemist website and get off that testosterone, Rick. He has some natural stuff. All right, Steve, I'll check it out. Let's see. Jerry Bear says, very proud of you. Wish you years of splendid health. Wish I could stick around and watch the rest. No problem, Jerry Bear. You have a good one. Got 62 people watching, so thanks for showing up. What the hell? Eagle Eye. Let me catch up here. I have one suppressor, Mystic X. It covers a lot of different size rounds. Yeah, DW, that's one way to go. Oh, got H&W Guns and Tactical out there. How's it going? Let's see. Should I get a 22 or a Savage Axis 2 and 30-06? Depends what you already have, Abigail. Depends what you want to do. I did pick up this. Let me show you guys a picture because I can't literally pick up that thing right there and show you because we know how that works out. It's instant. Live chat's dead. So I'm going to hit a button here, go to settings. I'm going to show you guys some pictures of the Sprinter van and of a couple new things. It's going to be a virtual background, so bear with me. I'll get out of the way. So I'm shooting a DMR match. It's a 22 DMR match coming up in a few weeks. And I needed a pistol that I could holster. They actually make holsters for, and I ended up picking up this. So this is a SIG P322, and that's the new switchback suppressor on it that I just got today. Haven't shot it at all. Has a nice trigger. It's optic ready if you want. It came with 3 20-round magazines and 1 holster, which is actually a semi-decent holster, which is nice. So it's not a total crappy and not a suppressor, a holster. So I'm going to actually run that for the match. It should be fun. It's going to be a cool match. Just being able to do a DMR 22 long rifle match, being able to shoot that along with my bolt gun, it'll be pretty awesome. So pictures of these you won't see anymore. That was my favorite right there. Sweet tea, the regular sweet tea. And you won't see any of these anymore. I drank a bazillion gallons of Bojangles sweet tea. Stuff is amazing. I did switch to non-sweet, and I'm like choking it down, and I'm like, God, this shit's horrible. Like, I don't like the taste of tea. And so I started sipping on this stuff, this clear vodka looking stuff, and I'm like, you know what? This stuff's pretty good. So started drinking this water crap. So let me show a couple pictures. This is the stuff I'm taking right now. Chair's in the way, and the stupid stuff's in the way. But that's the stuff I'm taking right now. So if you guys are interested, maybe you want to talk to your doctor because you're wanting to quit. This stuff's weird because it's not just for smoking. It's like for what are those people? Depressant-y kind of stuff. People that are having, a little bit of their it's like an antidepressant or something. I don't know. And then I want to congratulate my partner, Matt. Oops, going the wrong way. We ended up getting a pretty good score last Saturday in the rain and the cold. So that's my buddy, Matt. You guys have seen him on the chat before. Let me get out of here. Oh, the van, the Sprinter van. So right here, which I don't know if I can point because it's so right along here and up to here. See that up there? That's all one hole right there. That is the bottom of the motor. So that story goes like this. Let me get out of here so I can get back to your comments. But I went in for an oil change. I think I had 16,000 miles on it just from the last trip around Idaho and Texas and all that stuff, shooting the match. What's up? Shout out. And so I take it in for, it's like second or third oil change. And then the light comes on. So I'm like, they're like, yeah, you got a light on. And it's showing that your cylinder 6 is low pressure. So one piston is the pressure is not right. So I'm like, well, I'm leaving for Florida in a few days. If you think you can get it fixed, go ahead and try. So they ordered a part, and they ordered a part to fix it. They tried it out, and they're like, come pick it up, but it's still not right. So when you get back from the match, they knew I was shooting the match. When you get back from a match, we'll either fix it or replace the motor. And I'm like, okay. But I'm like, I asked them this shit like 5-6 times because I'm like, there is no way. And I'm like, am I going to be okay to drive all the way to Florida and all the way back? And I shouldn't have any problems. They're like, you won't have any problems. It'll be fine. I've driven vehicles much worse than this, a lot farther distances. I'm like, okay, so we're good. So off I went. Luckily, X-Ring and John Kreiderman were behind me, and I think he's so smart. He's like, there's no way Rick's motor is going to last. And he kind of said that. He said, he's pretending he's lagging way behind, right? And I'm like, okay, well, I'll see you when we get to the campsite or whatever. So I'm driving along on the freeway, and 70 miles an hour. And all of a sudden I hear this god awful, not explosion, but this big boom, right? And I'm like, what the hell was that? And I look in my mirrors and I see cars just not locking them up, but like getting the hell out of the way behind me. Well, I think it's 5 gallons of oil that thing holds. That shit was everywhere. It was on every piece of my vehicle underneath and all along, not real bad on the back. And then I couldn't imagine what the cars behind me looked like. So luckily it didn't cause an accident. All of a sudden the whole dashboard lights up like stop immediately, turn off vehicle. no pressure or whatever the hell it said. It looked like a Christmas tree. There was so much shit lit up. Then I'm like, well, screw it. The motor's already blew up, so I'm getting the hell off this freeway. Because, I did 31 years in the fire service, so I know what a bad accident looks like, and it's usually on a freeway when cars are doing 70, 80 miles an hour. So I'm like, I'm getting the hell out of here. So I get off the freeway, and I basically chug it into this little, like, bank parking lot thing. And so it started there. So the mess. So I was on the phone actually talking to Ray and John when it happened. And I said, holy crap, or whatever I said. And he's all, what? And I'm like, the engine just blew. And he's all, no, really, what happened? And I'm all, no, the engine blew. And so I gave him the pin of where I was. And I was lucky enough to be able to throw my rifle and some of my gear into the vehicle. So all I needed now is to get a rental car. And I'm looking for a picture here because this guy saved my ass. So I got to wait for the tow truck. Tow truck shows up. They said, oh, we can't tow this. This thing's too heavy. We're going to need to reorder a bigger truck. So I'm like, whatever. I'm all, can you, how long is it going to take kind of thing? Should have stuck. I still got the Toyota DW. So I get an Uber to the dealership, and there is an Enterprise rental car place, like literally next door. So I'm like, hey, I need a vehicle. I need something I can like sleep in because the Mercedes didn't have any like cars I could borrow. So I'm like, they're like, we don't have anything, like not even a tiny little car for you to rent. And I'm like, oh shit. So I'm calling around because I got to be at this match. I'm shooting the Altus match the next day. Basically, we're zeroing and all that stuff. So I find a vehicle and it is 445 or 440 something. And I'm like, she's all, but you have to be here by 5 o'clock, and it's across town in the middle of, I can't remember the town, but it's a big town, big city town. And I'm like, holy crap. So this guy, he pulls up into the Mercedes dealership because he has a girlfriend that's working. Hold on. Let me get rid of this crap. And big shout out to him. I told him I would say thanks in person or on this thing as well. Virtual background. Okay, none. So this guy here saved my ass. And he's in his uniform. He's an Army guy. He had a beautiful Mercedes, and he hauled ass. And we're going through some red lights, maybe, if you're a police officer, no, to get me there. But this guy saved my ass. I said, hey, if I give you $100, can you get my ass to the Enterprise at X whatever? And he's like, and it's pouring rain. I have like bedding and all my clothes and shirts and stuff. And I had just a ton of shit, minus the guns, because those were with Ray. And I'm like, So I got a Dodge Durango. Got to spend 3 days. Spent 3 days in the Dodge Durango at a really nice campground. Luckily, they had a shower area and a bathroom. And that made me realize that even though the Sprinter van blew up, that I freaking love that damn Sprinter van. I mean, that thing is amazing. Yeah, it blew up at 16,000 miles. But for what I do and what I like to enjoy and that kind of stuff, it works freaking amazing. So sleeping in a Durango for 3 days really brought me back to a reality of, man, you're really lucky to have what you have. And I am very grateful for sure. So that's kind of that story. So people, I didn't know about the Sprinter van, just some close people. I really appreciate some of you guys that reached out to me and are like, man, are you okay? Like, where you been? Like, you alive? Like, is everything good? And Army saves the day, Mario. What's up, Mario? And so I appreciate that. It means a lot, actually. So it's been an adventure for sure. So some other news is I'm getting ready to do some traveling. So I told Microtech today. I told him that I gave my key card back and some other stuff, and told him I'm going to be doing some traveling. So I figure I want to do it now while I can, and while I have the I have the free time to go do it. So I'm going to go do some traveling. I'm going to be heading to Florida, and this soon. I'm actually probably leaving tomorrow or the next day, and head my ass to Dick Hedges match in Florida called the Taxman. So it's a 22 rimfire match in Lake Placid, Florida. So if you guys are interested in shooting a 22 LR match and you're near Florida or want to drive to Florida, look up Taxman on Practice Score in Florida, Lake Placid, Florida, and you should find it. It's at Square One Shooting Range. Should be a lot of fun. And then I got really stupid, and I said, well, since I'm out there, I might as well shoot a match. I was originally going to shoot Caverns Cove, which Levi is an amazing guy, runs an amazing match, but it was full because I thought I was going to be working a Microtech NRA show, but they ended up canceling on that. So it freed me up to sign up for these matches. But since that one was full at the time, I ended up signing up for the MPA match, 22 PRS, and that's in Swainsboro, Georgia on the 16th. So I'm going to shoot 15th Saturday in Florida. Right after the match, I'm going to haul ass to Georgia because I got to drive. I don't even know how many hours it is. I made sure not to look because I have to leave like right after the match in order to be there the night before the next match. So I kind of set myself up for a lot of driving, but you know what? It's fun. I don't think a Mercedes should go all O-line that often. No, Abigail. They had said originally when they were still trying to figure it out, they're like, we'll probably just end up putting a new motor in it, which made me feel good instead of trying to like fix a problem child. But after I got done putting a big ass hole in the bottom of it, I knew for a fact that they were going to be replacing that motor because half the bottom was gone. It's in Swainsboro, Georgia, DW. And then the Yeti Spring Fling is on the 29th of April. Been signed up. If you guys have if you shoot matches and you get a chance to shoot the Yeti, whether it's a spring Yeti or the October Yeti, there's like a few of them. It's a freaking great match. Ben Blevins and James Sharp and those guys and Travis Schmitter, they're all out there making sure that the match is freaking phenomenal. And it fills up like that fast. And I'm being serious. It's within an hour, 80 spots are full. So if you get a chance and you want to shoot that match, definitely check it out. Jason, Pearl Bunch. Polymer Lures, what's your thoughts? Polymer Lures, if you're talking about AR stuff, I'm not a fan just because aluminum's better. Back in the day when people were trying to make them with the 80% thing, yeah, I could see it, but like being in California, even in California, I was making them out of aluminum, just running the jigs and stuff. It was a pain in the ass, but I preferred the aluminum over the polymer. Polymer and a pistol for a lower is fine. I don't know about an AR. It usually breaks right at the. Let's see. Yeah, so you got a lot of people. If you have the ability and you're gonna, and it's not an 80% anyways, like I would never buy a serialized numbered polymer ever, AR lower. When if I want to buy one, I'm just gonna buy an aluminum one. Let's see. Seen too many horror stories with polymer lowers. Yeah. Let's see. So that's kind of my where I've been, what I'm doing. I bought really nice camera gear, and I plan on using it. Like right now, I'm just on the Logi or whatever it's called camera. I just wanted to get out there and say, hey, I'm still alive, and kind of give you guys an update and just tell you what the hell's going on. And because I don't want you guys wondering. I don't want you guys calling everybody going, where's Rick at? And what's wrong with Rick? And why hasn't he put a video out? If you have any questions, just email me. If you ever want to know something. There was a few that had reached out, and I gave them the heads up. I'm like, I'm working on me. I stopped smoking. I stopped drinking sweet tea. I'm trying to be a better person. Some other things I'm working on is to be, it's going to sound funny to some, but I'm working on being more competitive, but in a less competitive way. I want to try to become a better shooter. And that's one of the reasons why I think maybe not smoking and not drinking sweet tea and trying to be healthier may help me to become a better shooter. Do I want to become a better shooter? Yeah, of course I want to become a better shooter. The Sprinter is repaired real life. They put a brand new motor in it. I had to get a rental car from here, drive my ass all the way back to Alabama because I didn't make it all the way to Florida. I broke down right before I got to Alabama, or before I got to Florida. So I was in Alabama still. Luckily, I was in a town that was a bigger town because they actually had a Mercedes-Benz place there. If I keep saying BMW, I'm sorry. I feel like I do. I used to own an old one back in the day, and I think it keeps popping into my head. A Mercedes Sprinter van. So, so I drove down there, which was 6 hours, 6 something, I think, with a couple gas breaks and lunch. And then I drove my ass back. So it was like a 13-hour day by the time I got done. And then, if you guys want to know the whole damn story, I was so excited that the Sprinter van was here. It was full of oil everywhere. So I gave it this really good detailed bath. I mean, I put the good shiny shit on all the black plastic on the outside and like really made it look good, right? Cleaned about 90% of the inside. So it was starting to look really good. Put new sheets on it, new bedding and all that kind of crap. And I go to hit the start button, and the son of a bitch wouldn't start. I'm like, what the hell? So then we might as well keep going with this story. You know me. I'm going to tell you nothing but truth. So then this guy showed up. And had to pick, look how shiny and clean that looks. Had to pick up the Sprinter van. So I waited all day. I don't remember what day it was. All flipping day for this guy to show up. Super nice guy. Luckily, he gave me a ride back to the Mercedes dealership because it's right across from the airport where my 4Runner's been sitting, because that's how I got a rental car. And then I took the rental car there, dropped that off, brought the Sprinter van back. So I needed to get the thing. What it was a freaking ground. So it wouldn't start because the ground that goes from the motor, because the motor's all on rubber, the ground cable was not fully attached, so it wouldn't freaking start. So all that crap, got it back. They're like, it was a ground cable. So from the trip from Alabama to here, because it worked perfectly fine. I went, stopped, ate at a Texas Roadhouse, had a nice steak, kept coming home, parked it, cleaned it, started. I moved it around, washed it, all that stuff. And then I parked it again. And then from there, it wouldn't start. So I was a little pissed. Yeah, tree feller. I got the Aussie boys are coming into town July July 1st through the 11th. So I may be here, I may not be here. I don't know where I'm going to be. I know I'm going to be heading west. I got some stuff I'm going to go check out. I'm going to go shoot some matches. There's actually a match during the Yeti match, which is on the 29th, that Kenneth E was telling me about. It's a 2-day PRS. No, it's not a PRS. It's an NRL X match that I think Greg's running from Voodoo. So it'd be kind of cool to see that. What's up, Tom? So I may try to do that if I'm feeling froggy enough to drive to Utah after I just got done driving to Florida and Georgia. So we'll see, because it would be cool. My plan, you guys have heard it, those of you that watch this channel, my plan is to shoot in every state in the United States. So I got quite a few that I've checked off the list, but Utah is not one of them. Well, I guess I did shoot the Hornady PRS in Utah. It was right on the border of that in Wyoming. So I don't know officially. I think it was in Douglas, Wyoming, was what the match says. So I don't know if I can officially say I shot Utah. So I might have to shoot Utah again. But yeah, my plan is to shoot every state. So if I can get that done before I die, that'd be kind of cool. We shall see. Depends how long I'm on the great earth here. Come shoot here in Chicago, but remember, we shoot back. Yeah. If I shoot in Chicago, I'm not bringing my 22. I'm going to bring some other stuff. For sure. Now, there is some places I want to go. I want to go check out Michael. Michael's got a match up in, what damn state is that? It's where all the corn's at. He has a big old thing of corn. It's like PA or I don't know. I can't remember where it's at. Iowa or somewhere up there. He's asked me a few times to come shoot one of his matches, so that'd be kind of cool. So I'm still thinking about it, Michael. I've got to hit one of these days. But it would be fun to hit all the matches, or at least all the states. It would be kind of cool. I want to get to Alaska. I put in for a passport. See, I write all the shit down on paper because I don't like my phone calendar. Maybe some of you guys do, but for most of the stuff, I like to know. Oh, another thing. So I ordered a thing called the lung. I'll give you guys some guesses. Have you ever heard of the lung? Let's see if you guys can guess it before I show you. Where is it? So February. Anyways, I ordered my passport a few weeks ago. I guess it's been longer than a few weeks. Where the hell is it at? I know I put it on here. Couldn't have been January, could it? I don't see it. Well, anyways, I put it on here somewhere because I want to get my passport renewed, and then I'm going to go. I might go into Canada. I might go hang out with the Canuckians. Maybe do a little hockey or some shit. But right now is the perfect time to go. That was another reason why I wanted to leave work here, because like right now is the prime time to start heading towards like Montana, Colorado, Utah, Wyoming. Like this is when all that white crap starts melting, and the beauty starts really getting out there, getting to see all the elk bugle and that kind of stuff. Where is it? Let's see if you guys got it. How's Ridge up here is open. Oh, Hawks Ridge up here is open again. 1,000 yards. Nice. I haven't shot there, I don't think. What rifle are you shooting in the DMR match? I'm shooting the Skittles 2.0. It's a 22 match. That's why I had to get that 22 pistol. I didn't need to. I wanted something that I have a Browning Buckmark, and I have a Mark 4. 4. I think it's a 4. I don't consider those. Well, the Browning Buckmark's very accurate, and I don't know how accurate that thing is either. But I did see a video of 22 Plinkster killing it with that thing, so it should be pretty accurate. Let me see. If you're in Sudbury, check out Pepsi Panini. Oh, Pepe Panini. What is that, Abigail? Do you need a passport for Alaska? No, but I want to go into Canada. And I want to go travel. That's the plan of leaving, like just calling it done of work. I already retired once, and I'm like, why the hell am I working? Like I went back to work like 8 days after I retired from the fire service, and I love the people there. Don't get me wrong. It was a fun job. I was able to go to all the knife shows and blade show, and I'd love to continue to go with those guys. But I got shit I want to do. Chris Beck says, who is this guy? I want to go travel. I want to go see stuff. You know, when you're on Instagram and you see like all these cool pictures of like these beautiful water and like landscape of like some cool ass ocean and stuff. Like my plan is to go see a lot of that shit. I don't know where my passport thing is. I know I put it on here. Maybe I didn't put it on here, but usually I do. It's on here somewhere. Ordered 500 brass. Nope, that ain't it. It's on here somewhere. Anyways, I'm waiting for my passport to get back, and then I'm going to go do some more stuff, check some stuff out. If you guys didn't know, you can actually wear out a rifle. So Chris Beck, I was on the phone with him a couple days ago, Chris, and he's like, yeah, he's all, man, I've replaced every part on my rifle except I don't remember what the other one was, but he's used the magazine so many times, he's inserted it into his action that it actually wore out the part that actually holds the mag, where the mag catches, like that's completely worn off. So the boy shoots a lot. He's a good shooter too. I have yet to beat Chris Beck, I think. I don't think I've beaten him once. Maybe if he had a bad day, but damn good shooter. Let's see. Abigail says there's more white powder here than the bricks in Miami. Oh, crap. I don't need that. Let's see. Born to be a shooter. What's up, Josh? High standard pistols are incredibly accurate. You should try one of their competition models. I have one. But what the hell's that saying? I have one. BHH, whatever the hell that means. Too far, my favorite, most accurate 22 pistol. Yeah, I have some really accurate ones. The Browning Buckmark, super accurate, but you can't find a good not tactical holster, but a good polymer holster for it. So I went to that, and I can't show it, but it's a SIG, the 322. And it feels just like my carry gun. It's a little bit bigger frame, but I figure I can get some extra practice in with it. So it would be kind of cool. I am liking the pistol, though. I have not shot it, so don't know that I haven't shot it. But it came with really nice fiber optic sights. I went to throw what did I have? I went to throw a red dot on it, but the red dot's too big for it. So I got to find a micro red dot for it. I should specify that I don't go to Miami for drugs. I heard Wyoming got record snowfall, 28 inches in one day the other day. Yeah, California's got a ton of snow. I just talked to a good buddy of mine, Dino, and he was snowboarding. And where they would normally go in on the first floor, they had to come in from the third floor and go down into or maybe it was the second floor. It was like 22 feet. Had to come in from the second floor and walk down if they wanted to get into the first floor stuff, which is pretty crazy. That was a lot of snow. Things that they're going to deal with now, and they already have the incident command teams set up. They had it for the snow, and now they're going to have it for all the rain. Not the rain, all the water. So California, for some reason, and I can say this because I lived in that shitty state for too damn long, they don't really have great ways of containing all this great magic water that they don't have. So a lot of it will run to the ocean. Some of it will obviously fill up a lot of the stuff that they do have, dams and stuff, which they really need. But they're going to have way more than they bargained for. So they're gonna be in for a lot of flooding, and that's just not them. There's a lot of states that are gonna have to deal with it. I was talking to a division chief buddy of mine, Lance from Boise, and they're having the same issues. They got a ton of snow, and they got like 80-degree weather today or yesterday. So a lot of that stuff's melting extra fast, which in turn is a ton of water that their rivers aren't used to. So a lot of the stuff's going over, and they're kind of getting ready for that. So it's all fun and games until it melts. It's not even fun and games. I don't even like snow. Not a fan. Not a huge fan. No, you're good. Born to be a shooter. Born to be a shooter. Heard California doesn't have a water shortage anymore. They don't have a water shortage anymore. I was watching something. It was either Instagram or something, one of those reliable sources. And I guess there's a flat river or lake bed that they built homes on and stuff that way back in the day used to be a lake. Well, all that stuff that they built in this dry lake area that hasn't had water for bazillion years, I'm obviously exaggerating, is filling up right now, and they're getting flooded and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, there's that. Unfortunately, the weather's been just crazy. All these places are having tornadoes that even don't normally have tornadoes. The weather systems are just wacky. So who knows what's going on? Maybe there really is those like things where they change the weather, and who knows? I don't know. I'm not going to get into conspiracies, but you never know. You never know what the hell's going on. We've had flood warnings for the last 3 to 4 days, and the rivers be swollen. Now, Davey, where are you at? I kind of forgot where everybody is. I used to know where a lot of people. Abigail used to live in Florida, then she moved. So, what's up, James? Where's Davey J at? I don't remember. My computer crapped on me. Did I miss what happened to the van? The van blew up Papa's place. You can either go back and get the full story. Basically, it blew up, had a big-ass hole in the bottom of it. It got replaced. They put a brand new motor in it. I drove it home. Then it wouldn't start. Ended up being a ground thing. They got that fixed. So I should be good now. Oh, Colorado. Yeah, how's it going, James, in Colorado right now? You guys, I think, got record snow too, didn't you? So yeah, it's been a crazy world. It's been a crazy time for everything. A lot of stuff going on. I also heard the North and South poles may be changing. Is that true? It sounds crazy. DW, I saw something on Joe Rogan. They were talking about that kind of stuff. I don't know. What's up, Bad Billy? There's an old buddy from a long time ago. Warming up nicely. Snow this weekend coming. See, yeah, my daughter lives in Montana, and they had some really nice weather, but then they get 23 inches of snow. So, but yeah, she's super excited about the summer. So it'll be kind of cool. I'm going to go visit her while I'm out there. Got some great friends / family in Idaho. I'm going to go see them. I'm just going to have fun. I'm going to go do stuff. Hopefully for those of you guys that don't live around here, maybe in shoot matches, I might run into you somewhere, which will be cool. If I see you, definitely come say hi, and it'd be nice to meet you for sure. Mr. Pursuit of Accuracy, Mr. Josh, what's going on, buddy? Josh, are you shooting that DMR match that's by your house? If golf season is in full swing, yeah. Bad Billy's one. He loves golfing, man. Yes, sir. Oh, cool. I'll get to see you out there. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I ended up buying a SIG 322 for it, just so I had a pistol that shot 22s that I thought would work out well. So if you need a pistol, Josh, I got one that you can borrow. If you don't have one with a holster in it. I told Josh, the other Josh, that as well. But that's it. That's I'm at an hour. Just a lot of stuff I've been shooting. I've been shooting matches. Sometimes I do great. Sometimes I don't do great. Just like anybody else. Trying to get better at remembering stuff, like remembering to dial, remembering to put a dope card on your damn rifle, remembering to put the correct dope card on your rifle before the stage. I will say the Altus match, which was the Accuracy International's match. It was called the Accuracy International Shit, I can't remember what it's called. Summertime Fest or some shit like that. Really great match. If you guys get a chance to shoot that down in Altus in Florida. Basically, it's right at the top of Florida, so it's not like you have to go way deep into Florida. Great match. It was a lot of fun. Got to shoot center fire, and which is really cool. My plan is to load up 500 rounds. I got some 500 rounds of brand new Lapua brass for 6 Creedmoor. I'm going to load that up, take that rifle. I'm going to take Skittles, the original Skittles, and shoot some center fire matches while I'm out and about throughout the country. And when I run out of ammo, I don't know. Maybe I can stop by Kinney's and make some ammo or something. Maybe I'll bring powder and projectiles and primers, and maybe I can hit up one of my rifle buddies and load up some stuff. West Michigan, not a bad idea. I haven't shot in Michigan yet, Davey J. The plan is to shoot in every 50 states if possible. Headed to the mountains of North Khaki in July. Hope there's something going on at Old Fort when we're up there. Let me check. I might have some stuff here. When? July? Oh, July is NRL Nationals or Championship, whatever the NRL calls their thing. July. And that is the, I think the 7th, 8th, and 9th, maybe? Yeah, it's got to be. Because the Aussies come in the 1st and leave the 11th, so it has to be that weekend. So the 7th, 8th, and 9th are probably nationals. I still need to get some points in order to shoot that match, so I need to get off my ass and get some NRL X points so I can go to nationals. That is in North Carolina, though. I don't see anything on my calendar for VOD during that time of July. See, I'm not lying. There's some other matches, but they're in one's in Parma, Idaho. I got one in Mount Peeler, Virginia. So there's stuff going on, but not in VOD. So did any of you guys figure out what the lung is? So I bought a couple of these. So what this is basically it's like a small. I wouldn't call it scuba gear. This is like a backup or a safety to scuba gear if your regulator goes to shit or whatever the case is. But this holds 4,000. Was it 3,000? Yeah, 3,000 psi tank. And I have 2 of these. And then I bought the pump for it, the hand pump, which after filling one of these up, I should have bought the electric one because talk about a freaking CrossFit exercise. Filling this shit up to get to 3,000 psi is a pain in the arse. So if the reason why I got this was to have some fun with it. So whether I'm in a lake or something and I see something really cool and I want to go down to the bottom, basically I can run this for, I don't know how it works exactly. I think it gives you about 10 minutes of air, maybe less, depending on your health, of course, kind of like SCBAs for fire service. Some guys would go through a 45-minute tank a lot faster than some. So it kind of just depends on how good you are with your breathing. But it's kind of cool. So I have a portable thing. I can basically, if the cops are chasing me, I can ditch the Sprinter van into the ocean or off a bridge or something, like some of the TV shows. And then I can breathe this and, like Rambo, when they were chasing Rambo in the river, or Predator or any of that kind of stuff. I could just get ninja stealthy and live underwater for a few minutes while they think I floated downriver. I don't know. I just wanted to be able to go inspect some shit underwater if I wanted to. Check out the waterfalls. There's a ton of waterfalls and nice little places to swim out here in North Carolina. So I figured it'd be kind of cool to be able to see stuff that a lot of people can't. So I don't know. Maybe I'll find some gold rings down there or something. I don't know. Who knows? I just thought it'd be cool. Let's see. So my guy bought an air tank. Nice. Yeah, Shaggy Rifleman. I bought an air tank, which it's pretty cool. You can hit this button. It'll blow air. Right now I have it non-pressurized. Basically, this is a damn CO2 bottle for an air gun, a freaking paintball gun, all sorts of stuff. But you need this part. So I think what I'm going to do is figure out a MacGyver way to run a pump from my Sprinter van, because I have an air pump, air compressor, and then the system has the dryer in it between the lines. So I think I'm going to try it and see if it tastes like crap or not. Because even though it gets rid of the moisture, there might be air compressor oily taste or whatever, so you don't want that. We'll give it a shot, see what happens. I don't know. I'm willing to try. So it should be fun. So that is the lung, ladies and gentlemen. Any questions before I get out of here? How many states have you shot in so far? Todd says. Wow. Okay, so California. See if I can remember them all. New Mexico, Arizona, Wyoming, Idaho, and then all the shit around here. Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Kentucky. There's probably a few I'm missing, but for the most part, that's most of them. But I got quite a few. I don't have the little list of where all of them I've had a chance to shoot. I think I need one. Look up. Oh, so if you do buy one of these, there might be a company out of America that sells this. This is from Australia. So after I purchased this, you got to wait for it to get through customs and all that stuff, which didn't take long and it wasn't bad. But yeah, if you look up the lung, they have different kits, and they have one that has a full mask where the hose goes into it. And I wish I would have seen that before I ordered this. So this one, you basically, you bite on it and you can run regular goggles, and it does come with like a harness thing. I don't know how you officially attach it because it has a strap, so you can put it around your neck. Years back, the big wave, like Hawaiian guys had something kind of similar to this that they would attach to their leg. So if they got stuck underneath the reef and stuff like that, I don't know exactly how their tanks used to be back in the day. This was years ago. I had heard that those guys that, those massive waves that are like 7 stories tall kind of waves. When they get caught under that stuff, they have some of them have tanks, and they'll, this will keep their ass, give them a couple extra breaths to hold while they're trapped under there. I think I'm up to 10 states myself, hoping to get into shoots in the other 42. Nice, Todd. No, I think it's kind of fun, especially if you enjoy shooting, and it makes it good because then you can travel, and you can kind of add both that together, and then you can kind of enjoy the scenery and kind of check some of those states off your list as well. I plan on seeing a lot more national parks. I want to go back to the cave one in the caverns, Carlsbad Cavern in New Mexico. Now that I have that better camera that I can really turn up the lighting on, I really want you guys to see. I talked about it in the video how I came out of there a different person. I know that doesn't sounds weird, but I don't know. At least for a while, like that really, I don't know. It didn't inspire me. It made me think like, man, I don't know what the hell it did. It just, it was very impressive. It was neat to see one of God's creations. It was freaking amazing. Like, go back and see that video. It's the video is hard because it's so dark in there, but I think if I can recapture it, I've seen videos of other YouTubers that did a way better job than I could ever do. But man, it is so impressive, the caverns, how large these caverns are and how pretty they are. But I want to go back there again. I really want to try to make a better video there. And so you guys can kind of get that, like, wow, like I really need to visit this, or at least get some of the inspiration or whatever you get out of the video, like, to one, travel, see things. I talk to so many people that have never been anywhere but the state they live in, and I feel like, gosh, the world is so big. Don't even worry about the world. The United States is so big. There's so much beauty to see, and a lot of us don't go see it. We're so busy. A lot of us. I mean, I'm very lucky. I mean, I already did my work, right? So now I get to go screw off and see things that I didn't have a chance to see when I was working. So at some point, hopefully you guys get out and see stuff that you're interested in seeing. Yeah, Mississippi. I don't think I've shot Mississippi. Oh, and I've shot in, what's the other M? Michigan, not Michigan. Missouri. I did shoot in Missouri. No, Missouri. That's what it was. NRL championship was out there last year. So Missouri, Texas. I forgot about Texas. Shit, I've shooting out there twice. There's a lot of states. I just can't remember all the ones I've shot in, but I still got a long ways to go to hit 50 of them. Hell, I don't even know if I don't know what matches even Alaska has. Maybe I'll just find some whatever it is, and so I can shoot a match in Alaska one day. My gun oil smells like fresh cut green apples. I guess that's what I get for using old vape bottles for gun oil. They're leak proof. That's awesome, Shaggy. Yeah, Missouri. Yep, Missouri. Let's see. You even did a video on a match in Mississippi. I did shoot a match in Mississippi. That's Gunline. Was that Gunline? Yeah. Was that Mississippi? That's not Trophy there, I think. That one right there. Was that Mississippi? I don't know. You guys know more than I do. I can't remember shit anymore. Rick, didn't you have a shoot in Vardaman, is that Mississippi? I don't know. Maybe. You guys know more than I do. I promise you. Somebody look up frontline or gunline shooting. Where's gunline shooting at? Maybe it's in Mississippi. I think it is in Mississippi. I don't know. I suck. My memory sucks. Let's see, I traveled to Padre Island. Seashore off Corpus Christi, just to camp on the beach. Nice, Vanessa. Hell yeah. Where's your guys' favorite place you've ever been? What's the most beautiful place you guys have ever visited? Or maybe you live there. Let me know. Maybe it's a cool place I want to go. I've been the opposite lately, slowing down matches to enjoy the kids more while I got them around. Pursuit of accuracy, that is the best thing you can do. I know your kids are young. Mine are out of the house. I miss them dearly, but, as you get to adult age, they got adult shit. So they forget about their dad. Yes, that's 10 times better than any match that you could even win, hanging out with your kids. They grow so damn fast. I know everybody tells everybody, your kids are going to grow fast. Well, if you've never heard that before, they grow fast, like super fast. 1 minute you wake up and they're graduating high school, and then they're gone off to college or off to being an adult, whatever the case. You're like, holy shit. Okay, Pravada Racing says, oh, yeah, I shot with him there, I think. Pravada, you were at that match, right? That's where I got to see you and your wife in real life. That I think I remember. I don't remember where I was, but I think I remember meeting you there. Can you help me and tell me if that's true? I'm going to write this shit down. All right. Thanks, Davey J. I'll check that one out for sure. Oh, Ace in the Hole says, yeah, you guys are on top of it. I love it. Colorado, live here. Nice, James. Yeah, Colorado, I love Colorado. Only thing I don't like about Colorado now is, and I'm one of them, well, part of it. I used to live in California. The reason why I say that is all these assholes from California moved up to Now, there's good ones too, but there's a lot of guys that wanted to take all that bullshit rules and laws and bring it up to Colorado and kind of ruin Colorado. So, because that was the place I was going to move, was one of the places I was going to move before I moved here. Let's see. Yes, we were there. Okay, see? Brain at least works a little bit. Yeah, my 12-year-old doesn't want to hug me anymore. Too big for that now. Yeah, it only gets worse. Is it a daughter or a son? If it's a daughter, they'll start hugging you later. Let's see. Have a great evening. Good to hear from you again. Tim Rink. Thanks, buddy. When I die, I want my ashes to be spread in Bear Canyon Lake. All right. I'm going to write that down. Bear Canyon Lake. I might go by there, actually, because I'll be in Arizona. AZ. Where's Isle Royale at? Mr. El Gato Grande 9064. This guy right here, I have known since I was knee high to a grasshopper right here. Love that guy. Let's see. Dude, no jokes. I know mountain areas that are rural still on the right side. Nice. That's good. What town's that in? James, what town's that in Colorado? There's not as many of those anymore. Magazines are still wet. Yeah, I know. Shooting in the rain. 3 girls, 12, 7, and 4. Making sure I don't miss them years with the 4 and 7-year-old. Yeah, awesome. No, awesome, Josh. That's good. If it's how important it is to me that happens is if I never see you again on YouTube, you're winning, buddy. You are winning. Let's see. I can't take them apart either. They have aftermarket plates that are made from billet and much more harder to remove than the factory plates. Shaggy, what magazines are you talking about? What magazines are still wet, buddy? It's all over. Stay away from Denver, Boulder. We are okay down here in Colorado Springs. Colorado Springs is nice. Been there quite a few times, actually. That's down by Pagosa, I believe. Tell me if I'm right, because I've been through a lot of Colorado, but I can't remember it all. It's like south of Silverton, and is it east of Pagosa? Am I right? Colorado Springs. That's where it's now. That's up higher, I think, in the ski area. Why do I know where that is? Isle Royale is at the very top of Lake Superior. It's technically Michigan. Okay, Michigan. I see. I still need to get to Michigan. I got to go visit Bad Billy 429 too. Michigan. I don't know if I'll golf with him, but I might drink a beer with him while he's golfing. Glock 17 mags. Jaeger works aluminum plates. Gotcha. Kentucky. There he is. What's up? So this was the guy. Kentucky Precision is the guy I was telling you about for the Yeti match. If you guys want to shoot an amazing match, that's Ben Blevins right there. Go shoot one of his matches if you get a chance. We had a lot of, not a lot. We had a few new shooters at this last match. And a big shout out to Chris Simmons for sure. He put on an amazing team match, which was a lot of fun. If you guys aren't familiar with team matches, unfortunately, they don't happen enough, but it's basically you and a partner, and you have to shoot a course of fire. Sometimes your primary shooter will shoot at certain targets, and your secondary will shoot at different targets, or they'll be the same targets, but you have to shoot them in a different array of course of fire. But it was a freaking amazing match. There was one stage where you had to you had to use your partner as your why can't I think right now? As your what the hell's the word? I say the word all the time. What the hell is wrong with my brain? Anybody? Bueller? Queensland, Australia. Yeah, I got to go visit you too. Sweaty Yeti is scheduled for August 12th. I got it on the calendar, buddy. August. Oh, the Sweaty Yeti. Yep, right there. August 12th. Look at the Yeti right there. Yeti. Prop. Thank you. Thank God Josh is helping me out. Yeah, so you had to use your partner as the prop. So he could either sit, kneel, or stand, and you had to shoot off of him. And 22 rimfire were shooting like little targets. And I don't remember what the distances were, but there's 3 distances, so you had to shoot those targets, and it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of cool stuff. Thanks, Josh, for saying prop. I don't know what the hell's wrong with my head. It's not working. It must be the lack of sweet tea and cigarettes. So I'll just call you Kentucky Precision since that's what you are on here. When is signups? When can you sign up for that match? Maybe you can give some insight to some of these guys that want to get in the match. And they usually can't get in because it fills up so fast. Mr. Ben Blevins. He may not know yet because it's kind of far away, but maybe he does. Visit Garden of the Gods during the week. Busy on weekends. All right. Garden of the Gods. Garden of the Gods. I feel like I've been there. Garden of the Gods. Is that in Hawaii? Garden of the Gods? Where's that at? Oh, that's probably Colorado. Is that in Colorado, James? Probably Colorado is going to be my guess. All right, Ben. When's the signups for the Yeti, the sweaty Yeti? Bueller. Everyone have a great evening. Got to work tomorrow. Take care, Ace and Hole. Yeah, I'm going to be out of here in 5 minutes. Oh, Manila. Yeah, I need to go visit. Tree Feller. I'm just going to put Tree Feller. I need to head to Aussie. We got some shooting to do in Aussie. And he's saying Manila, Philippines, because he just got back from there. So it sounds like a pretty cool place. Stay safe, Ace. God bless. Kentucky Precision, probably end of May / 1st of June. So end of May is what he's trying to say. Yeah, end of May. I can read YouTube. End of May, 1st of June. Okay. Good to know. So if you guys are interested and you want to go to one of the top matches in the country, go sign up for the Sweaty Yeti at the end of May, beginning of June. All right. With that said, hopefully if anything out of any of this, I inspired somebody to quit smoking or quit drinking sweet tea. To maybe want to become better, be a better them, which that's what I'm working on. I'm nowhere near perfect, and I got a long way to go. But I figure if I can be a little bit better, I might be able to shoot a little better. Long time. What's up? What's up, JT Holtz? Has been a long time. JT Holtz, I know you haven't been here very long, but I'm getting ready to get off here. I'm usually doing an hour and a half, so I apologize that we're bailing on you and you just getting here. But yeah, hopefully the video inspires somebody. Hopefully the video inspires somebody to go travel, maybe see something they haven't seen, maybe go to the next state over that they've never been to, or good, Shaggy Rifleman. I appreciate it. But yeah, that's been me. That's been my life, and I'll, I guess, reiterate it again. Stop smoking and stop drinking sweet tea. For those of you that may have showed up late. So I'm trying to feel better. I feel better. I'm drinking this stuff, whatever this clear stuff is they call H2O, and just want to be a better me. I want to not have an oxygen tank, and I don't want to have thanks, Andy. I really appreciate it. I want to be able to see grandkids and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see what happens. I may die tomorrow. I don't know, but at least I'm going to give it a shot, right? So you guys have a great day. Have an amazing life. hopefully, again, it inspired a couple people already, but hopefully you guys get a chance to do what you want to do and enjoy life. And yeah, we got to work and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, I'd rather die happy and broke than have a bunch of money and all I did was work. I didn't see my family. I didn't go do anything. I didn't enjoy life. You know what I mean? So you guys take care, be safe, and that's it. That's it for the day. And be looking forward to some videos. I know it's been a long time, but you guys deserve some videos, of course. And I was glad to definitely hear from some of you guys that had reached out to me, made sure I was all right. So you guys take care, and I will see you on the next one. Hopefully it's not 2 months from now, right? Take care. Have a good one.